because it's just come off, or just come out of the manufacturing facility. So if you're watching, be sure to make a comment, interact, any thoughts or feelings you have, anything of value, go ahead and make a comment, because you will go into the running to win this awesome box of hydrogen sticks.
That's right. That's right. And you have to make a comment. Give us a thumbs up. You have to make a comment. You have to make a comment on the video while we're doing the presentation. If you wait until tomorrow, you're done. Out of there.
So, okay, let's kick off, Curt.
Yeah. You know, and if you share your goal, if everybody shares their weight loss goals for the new year, guess what? I'm going to give away 2 boxes.
Whoa, 2 boxes.
If everybody shares their weight loss goals, and if you don't need to lose weight, your fitness goal. Let's just go with fitness goal. What's your fitness goal?
Great.
Yeah. Well, Merry Christmas, Katie.
Merry Christmas, Curt. How are you today?
Oh, God, I'm having a great day. I got up this morning and I knew it was going to be a good day. And it's just boom, boom, boom. And here we are.
Fantastic.
Dark outside. Right?
Wow. Yeah, the day's nearly gone for you and just at the beginning for me.
Right? Yeah. Well, you know, by the time I get done with everything that I do on a Friday night, Fridays are my long day. I tell everybody I got to work really hard on Tuesdays and really hard on Fridays.
Okay.
Right? And so by the time I'm done, it'll be 5 hours from now. So I still have another 5 hours to go by the time I'm done.
But you're having fun. That's the main thing. Right?
And you know, like we were talking about earlier when we were doing the presentation on making 2019 your best year ever. You know, I love doing presentations on motivation because of the fact that as I'm making my own slides, I make all my own slides. As I'm doing my own slides, I motivate myself.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I take notes on myself.
Yeah. I heard the person that actually benefits the most would be the person putting together the slides.
That's right. People, sometimes they doubt it, but here's my notes. I took a 2-pager note on myself today.
Wow.
Right? Crazy. You know, they say that the average person gains 10 pounds between Christmas and New Year's.
Really? Wow.
10 pounds.
It makes sense, right? Because it's the festive season, getting together with family and friends, lots of yummy food.
Drinking a little bit too much.
Yep.
All those things. Yeah, it all adds up. And so we decided that for all of you that are on the webinar listening, for all of you that are on Facebook, you know, the thing is that you can avoid that by doing a couple little things. So we threw together some tips for you.
Let's jump into it.
Let's jump into that. And so welcome to the call. Give us the old thumbs up. Share your goals again. And if you share your fitness goals, I'm going to give away 2 bags of the new hydrogen sticks. I ordered 10 of them today. So I'm going to give away 20% of my take.
Wow. It's pretty generous, Curt.
Thank you. Well, you know, like Aaron was saying earlier, if we don't help our team grow, how are we going to grow?
Yeah.
So, exactly. You know, during the holiday season, I think a lot of people, they get this attitude that I'll just put it off till tomorrow. Yeah, I'll just do it tomorrow. Don't they?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, yep. Even Christmas cards, I find myself saying, oh, I'll get them mailed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? And all of a sudden, here it is, the 23rd of the month, and I'm going, crap, I don't have my shopping done.
Yeah.
So, you know, and if you're serious about controlling your weight over the holidays, the most important thing is stick to your goals. Just stick to them regarding how you're going to do it. Have a plan. Have a plan. Does your mom cook up a big meal?
We have a lot of food for Christmas. So every type of meat and vegetables. And I don't know about the American Christmas, a typical American Christmas, but in Australia, we have lots of vegetables and salads, as well as, you know, all the different types of meat. So yeah, there's a lot of food to be consumed.
Yeah, same with us. My mom, she has Christmas every year down there. My mom will turn 80 next year, and she still has Christmas down there. And she's like, I was down there yesterday. She's making so many cakes and cookies and candies and all these different things. And she'll have like just a big spread across the table, and amazing, amazing all the food that we eat. Yeah. So you have to decide which foods are worth it to you, which ones aren't. And you have to decide that it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. And be aware that you're going to have a slip up or two. You're not going to be perfect. And when you do, the most important thing is that you just move on. Right, Katie?
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you eat an
that's, I
extra
mean,
piece of pie.
yeah, that's a really important one. Often, if you go and eat something, you think, oh, well, I'm not going to eat that. And then all of a sudden you might find yourself eating it. And then you think, oh, well, blow it. I've already mucked up. I may as well eat everything. But actually, no, it's okay to have that, one thing, or even if you had two. Like, it's there where you need to catch yourself, catch those thoughts, and then draw that line and go, that's okay. I'll stop there. So, yeah.
Well, one of the things that a lot of people can do is that if you know you're going to go somewhere to a Christmas party, what the experts are saying is try and have nutritious food before you go. Drink some water, fill up so that when you get there, you don't have those ravenous cravings.
Yeah. Definitely. You can, I remember on many Christmas occasion where I would go without breakfast. And obviously we would have lunch, a Christmas lunch. So I would go without breakfast. And then by the time you get to lunch, you're starving. And so now you would probably eat more than you normally would if you weren't that hungry. So this is a great suggestion is, try and fill up on some healthy foods in the morning, and don't leave a big massive gap to then become super hungry and then kind of, I guess, stuff your face.
Yep. Don't strap on the old feed bag is what they used to say. That's how they used to feed horses, with feed bags.
Right. Just that reminds me of my dog.
Yeah, my dog, I can put a bowl of food up for him. He's got the same bowl that I gave him this morning.
Yeah.
He's waiting for me to throw cheese on it.
Yeah, I bet.
A lot of times when you go to meals, a lot of people they have just so many carbohydrates. Oh God, pastas and all these different things. And there's a lot of meals that you have the I guess they used to be the Christmas goose or the turkey or the ham or roast beef, whatever it happened to be, prime rib. And so they say what you should do is you should try and include protein with every single meal, because have you ever noticed, Katie, and I know you eat some meat, you don't eat red meat, but you eat fish and chicken. Do you notice that when you eat meat, it fills you up faster and it stays with you for a longer period of time?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, being vegetarian, I've been a vegetarian before, like where I didn't eat any meat at all. And you can eat so much food because you're eating all like so much carbohydrate all the time. You're just digesting it really quickly, but it doesn't, sustain you for as long. So definitely the protein one is a big well, it's a really important tip, and that I've actually done this in the last couple of weeks, being more mindful, and even not during the Christmas season, but just every day, Curt, like being mindful, have that 25 to 30 grams of protein with each meal. And I think that for people who don't already do this, they will be shocked that they would probably find, I believe, that they're going to drop some weight. They're going to lose some body fat if they actually start doing this, because of the way the body digests protein differently to carbohydrates. It requires more energy for the body to digest protein. So you're actually consuming some of the energy from that food just in the digestion. And also, like what you said, Curt, it provides helps you feel full for longer, and they're building blocks for muscle. I was speaking to a lady, a beauticianist, and they were talking about skincare treatments, and they said that whenever a female has their special treatments that they prescribe, they actually recommend to increase their protein.
Wow.
Afterwards. Yeah, because the collagen in the skin needs the extra protein for repair. So it's just such a big thing, protein. And yeah, but moderation too. You don't want to go crazy with it and then not go to the toilet at all. But definitely great tip.
Yeah. Well, and I know like you get worried about me. You said you want me to get my iron levels checked because of the protein that because I do eat meat with every meal.
Yeah.
So I do that now. But you know, water is so
Mm.
important. But the problem with it is that sometimes it's just hard trying to down that 8 glasses of water, especially if you're busy. People they just don't get it done. And what you want to do is you want to try and have a salad. Try and eat food that's got water in it. Iceberg lettuce. There's how many calories? Like one
Literally
tenth.
none. You,
Yeah,
yeah, you,
one tenth of nothing,
yeah.
right? And but you put a little bit of vinaigrette dressing because I think the problem that people have with a salad is then they think, well, it's a salad, but I'm going to throw all this ranch dressing on
Right.
it, and then it makes it so it's not as healthy as what it could have been.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of water in salad and vegetables, and you'll find yourself going to the toilet after having a big salad because there's just so much water in it.
Yeah, there really is. And so, but drink a lot of water too. Don't just eat your water. Drink it too.
Definitely.
Drink it too, and get plenty of water. And now with the super hydrogen water sticks, I mean, do you want to drink regular water or do you want to drink hydrogen water?
No, hydrogen water. So actually wanting to drink the water is an added bonus because apparently I heard Tom Mauer say that with hydrogen water, your brain starts to crave it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So now you're going to actually drink more.
Drink more water, folks. It's just such an important tip that we can give. And then fiber fills you up too. Take a look at the Siseline. There's fiber. Take a look at the Balanced D. There's fiber. And what that does is it fills up. And what was that fiber you were talking about a couple weeks ago?
The konjac root. It's a root vegetable. It's Japanese, and it's basically all fiber. It's a easy to digest fiber, and it's got a lot of water in it. And you can add it to any meal to bulk out the meal, and you can flavor it up how you like. You can get it in spaghetti or rice or pasta sheets or different sort of, I guess, formats, and you can kind of include it in any sort of meal. And so that's like a massive tip for me. To be honest, Curt, that is like my probably key takeaway to give to people, because I feel without that root vegetable, I'd be looking for other things to fill my stomach, other types of fiber, and that one's just a really good one. So gentle.
Yeah. Well, I use the Sizzling. I like the fiber in there. Plus, it tastes so good. Oh man, I love the chocolate Sizzling. And
awesome.
I find myself like before lunch I'll drink one, before dinner I'll drink one, and if I know I'm going out for dinner with somebody, I drink one before I go out for dinner. So I might go. Sometimes I'll have 3 in a day.
Wow.
I like it.
It is a great product.
It really is. And then with the right protein, so we go back and talk about the protein that's in it. With the non-denatured protein, it makes it so your body knows what to do with it. And they found that using undenatured protein, what it does is it builds lean muscle mass faster than denatured protein.
Yes, it does.
So a little plug there for the Sizzling as we're talking about this. And then as we go to these holiday parties that people are going to, a lot of times you bring something, you bring something to share with other people, and you can't control what everybody else is going to bring. I can't tell Katie, hey, don't bring that apple pie, or cherry pie or whatever happens to be that pasta dish, but you can control what you bring. And so what you want to do is you want to bring a healthy dish. So at least now you know that you have something that aligns with your weight goals. Again, you're going to make some mistakes. It's the holiday season. I don't want you worried about it.
No, I think, Curt, like obviously people like to overindulge during this time and enjoy themselves. And so you still want to enjoy yourself, but perhaps you could incorporate like 2 or 3 or even one of these tips could really help you just get through that period without really gaining much weight at all.
That's right. That's right. And if you do really well, maybe you can lose some weight during the week between Christmas and do some intermittent fasting. If you know that you're gonna overindulge on Monday night and all day on Tuesday, maybe you want to do some intermittent fasting starting on Sunday and then again on Wednesday and then again on Friday. Do 3 days of intermittent fasting next week.
Yeah, that actually works really well. If you're the type of person that can fast and go without food, that is very effective.
But you're not even really going without food. You quit eating at 6 o'clock in the evening, and you just don't eat again until noon the next day. Holy cow, who couldn't do that? Your missus.
Yeah, that is pretty. Yeah, that's not too difficult.
No, it's not hard at all. And then I was doing some reading, and they said that if you do 4 or 5 days every month, where you just do fasting for 4 or 5 days in a row, it's like it brings you back to the caveman days, and it puts you into a situation where your body actually stimulates the stem cells to go into a growth phase.
Yeah, I've read that. Definitely. Yeah.
That's crazy. So it's not just about weight gain, but it's also about
health.
Your health. Yeah. And oh man, I'll tell you, here's an area where, like I said, at Christmas time, I get down to my mom's and she makes so many cakes and cookies. There's 5 kids in my family, and she asks all of us, well, what's your favorite? What's your favorite too? And so by the time we get down there, we got 20 different kinds of cakes and cookies and candies to eat.
I don't know what to say about the cakes and candies. I like savory, but that's not completely true. I like chocolate too. So my tip for this slide would be, I like chocolate, and I found these I found these chocolate rice cakes. So that actually they've got a very thin coating of chocolate, so you can eat quite a few. You're having less calories overall because there's less chocolate on them, but you're still getting that feeling like you've been satisfied because you've consumed some chocolate.
Yeah, but you don't eat them for Christmas. Come on.
No, I know, but I'm talking about every day now.
Oh, okay. I was sitting here going, you're Abby normal. You're Abby normal. If you eat rice cake for Christmas.
No, it's got chocolate on it. It tastes really nice.
No, okay. Well, I'm going to bring you some chocolate from America when I come down in February.
Okay.
And if you don't eat it, I'm going to take and I'm going to rub it on your face. But everybody.
I'm sure there's better desserts than chocolate rice cakes. But anyway, I was just sharing a story. But definitely.
Yeah, I'm just teasing you.
What else we got?
So, just savor the dessert. Pick your favorite. And if you have to try each one, take a little piece of each one. Take a little piece. You don't have to eat 2.
No.
Even though your mom gives you a big plate of them, don't eat them all. And then the liquid calories that a lot of people have. I come from a family that my parents don't drink, so this really isn't a problem when I get together with my family. But I know that there are a lot of families, they start drinking the alcohol and the soda and all these different types of sweetened beverages. And it's got just really empty calories that cause weight gain. I would say if you were going to pick one of these 10 things to do, this would be the one. This would be the most important one.
Yeah. Curt, I would see people, they might have like a diet drink, and there's obviously better choices than like a Diet Coke. I've switched to the Fire and Iced Tea and managed to get rid of Diet Coke out of my diet. And I feel that it's definitely worth having your diet drink or having a tea or something that's like very low or no calories, with a meal, because, people say, oh, well, they're having a burger, but then they're having, some sort of diet drink, or, what's the point? They may as well just go and have the sugary drink. I actually don't think so. I think you're still much better off doing that because you're still restricting your calories. You may as well, it's sort of like that all or nothing attitude, better something than nothing. And if you can reduce your calories by watching the beverages that you're having, check the the labels. Look at how many calories are in them. Look for a better option, a lower calorie option in terms of the drinks. Of course, Sisel have some great products to help you get those calories down. The Fire and Iced Tea, the Sencha Green Tea, got the black coffee. You could have a Sisel Lean shake as a replacement meal. There's lots of different options. And then you could, of course, create your own drinks as well.
Right. You know what? I know you were talking about the diet drinks, but boy, I just don't like that diet stuff with the aspartame and the nutritious.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I switched from the Diet Coke to the Fire and Iced Tea.
There you go.
But the point is that it's all about reducing the calories, you know, and cutting out the liquid calories. They just aren't necessary. They're really not going to sustain you. I mean, sure, sometimes people like to have like a sugary drink once in a while, but if you're having it every day, it's something to consider anyway.
Yeah. Did you know, this is just something that popped in my head, you know, I'm being Cliff Clavin here from Cheers. Did you know that back 100 and some years ago, about 120 years ago, the average American consumed 12 pounds of sugar a year? So just like a pound a year, a pound a month. But now we're consuming over 160 pounds a year.
Yeah, they put it into every food that's been processed, packaged. You know, if you turn the label over and you look at it and it's got like the sugar content, it's actually got added sugar. And if you look at the ingredients, you'll see that sugar's been added. And sometimes you'll think, wow, why did it need sugar in it? Because if you had the food in its original source, unprocessed, you know, you wouldn't find sugar added to it.
That's right. And then if you are drinking alcohol, here's just a good tip that you can follow. Have your drink, have a tall glass of cold water, have your drink, have another in between each drink that you have a tall glass of cold water in between, and that'll help so that you don't crave all the sugars as well.
That's a great tip.
So, you know, and just choose a smaller plate. Boy, I tell you what, one of the things that I noticed, you know, just over the course of my lifetime, I've noticed that plates got bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a big one. You know, if the plate's smaller and you have to continually go back for another serving, then you feel like you're eating more too. So definitely plate size can have a big factor.
Well, and if you fill a small plate, it tricks your brain into thinking that you're eating more.
Yeah.
Right. And so really, I think this is an important tip too that you can use. And then, you know, really, folks, plan ahead. You're on this webinar with us. You're listening. Again, you know, comment. Give us kind of your fitness goals if you just joined. And I'm giving away two bags of the Sisel Supra H2 sticks for people who leave their fitness goals. I'll make a drawing for those people that leave a comment during the live event. If you make a comment tomorrow, you're out. But anyhow, plan ahead. Plan if you know that you're going somewhere. You're going to a Christmas party, a work party, and just plan ahead what you're going to do. It makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And just being mindful, then you can just make some slightly, you know, you can make better choices. And as you said, you don't have to do all of them. Maybe pick one or two and incorporate it into your, I guess, your lifestyle over this period. Yeah, and just make a conscious decision. Yeah.
Right on. And then skip seconds, you know. It's so important. You can skip seconds. Don't go back. And, you know, if you got something you really like, go back and have that. But a lot of people, they seconds and thirds and all of that. You know, if you're still hungry, eat a salad. Eat another salad.
Yeah,
try to get that food
definitely.
that's gonna fill you up. Try and eat some of those things that Katie and I were talking about with more fiber. It'll fill you up so that you're not craving all the food. And the thing about it is, if you eat all those carbs that we were talking about, your body's going to burn those carbs, and by the time you get to the end of the meal, you're hungry again.
Yeah.
So it all adds up, and really, you know, in conclusion, as I have a picture of apple pie there, right? I chose that slide on purpose because, you know, my mom makes like 2 or 3 apple pies and she brings them out at the end of the meal, and we're all so bloated from eating so much. And anybody want pie? And we're like, oh man, yeah, we got to eat that pie. But in conclusion, draw a line somewhere and stick to it. Stick to it. That's probably the most important thing that you can get out of this tonight.
Great. Thanks, Curt. Thanks, everyone, for watching the recording or joining us live. Remember, if you're still on, make a comment, share your goal, and you could win a box of the new hydrogen sticks. So really exciting. What a great product.
Yes. So thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Katie. Have a good weekend. Enjoy some time with your family, your brother, your mom, your dogs, everybody around you.
You too. Thanks, Curt.
And everybody that's out there, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy time with your family and friends, and have a Merry Christmas. And let's make 2019 your best year ever. Let's make it optimum health and optimum wealth. Everything that you can think of, optimum.
I like that word.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.